What is up, guys and gals, gamers, YouTubers, and all you roughnecks out there? It is your boy DL Rico, and it is Tuesday. So we are going to be talking about our Tactical Tuesdays and the tactics, whether they be in our life or in their gaming. And today it's all about the game. I'm going to be talking about the Thorn bounty and the final mission that you have to do, which is the Summoning Pits, which incidentally, because it's Tuesday, Destiny has reset all of its little, not banners, but bounties and weekly Nightfall strikes, and the weekly Nightfall is the same as the Thorn. We are going into the Summoning Pits, which is actually one of the more difficult ones. Even Sepkus Prime on the weekly Nightfall, it can be very, very trying. This is the first room that you'll encounter. You have a witch, you have a couple of knights coming at you. As you can see, the regular assault rifle, anything that doesn't have any kind of burn, arc, or void damage doesn't help a whole lot. I believe this week they were talking about how arc damage will be the one to kind of help you in your quest and help you do the most damage to your enemies. My fusion rifles don't have that damage. It's either burn or void. I gotta look for more, either buy one or hopefully get one in a loot drop. But with the fusion rifle, I can do pretty significant damage, you can see there, especially against the witches. If you can switch and go back and forth between both, maybe you have an arc damage light machine gun, maybe you have a heavy ammo something. I don't. I have the Galliahorn, which is fire damage rocket launcher. It does significant damage, but for the most part, if you can go back and forth between something that has a burn and an arc damage, that's going to be your best bet. Because these enemies are no joke. As you can see, with the fusion rifle, I could usually take out a witch in probably 2 to 3 hits. This one, the witches take about 4 to 5 hits. And that's if you're lucky enough to where they can stand still in just one place. The person next to me, as you can see, they have an arc damage light machine gun, so they demolish the enemy shields pretty quickly. After this room, you go into this one right here, which is absolutely a pain in the ass. It's a 3-step process. The person behind me is actually activating the door. There you are. Here's my ghost. He's talking about he's going to decode. He's going to decode the runes for us. The thralls, those are, what are they called? I forgot what those ones are called, but they explode. Do not let them come near you. If they get close to you and they explode, that is a one-shot kill, and you have to wait to be revived. The best thing I can say is just take your time with it. There is no time limit. So, oh, there they come. Those are the knights. They have 3 knights. For the final part of the decoding, I believe there are 3 witches to handle. And again, no, this is not an easy task. So I recommend either using the Titan with the Defender on it, which I have right there, putting up my bubble, nice and safe right there in my little bubble. It helps a lot when reviving players as well. Or I would suggest using the Warlock, using the Sunslinger in the revive mode, because you are going to die. It's going to happen. I don't believe I show my death on here. I think I only died like maybe a couple of times, but I was being very cautious, doing my best to kind of stay in the back, picking off little people, there you go, all the acolytes and little thralls as I could. But right here in this little back entrance, it's very important to stay in this area, because they all kind of funnel and gather towards you, and it's just a lot easier to contain that way rather than running around this whole little area, going up on top of the balconies and everything. As you come through each part of the ruins, when it says decoded the first part, decoded the second part, here's the second part right here. He'll let you know.
Starting to sense a pattern. Shouldn't be long.
Right when he says that, you are on your way to the third one, which again, you will have 3 witches and a few knights. You want to grab as much ammo as you can, just kind of run in that little circle, in that little vicinity, and just gather what you can and head right back to the entrance, because these witches, they mean business. They do not mess around, and it's really crazy. Before doing this bounty and before trying it on this kind of level, I never would have expected this much difficulty from this particular strike, let alone the witch, which I had such an easier time defeating in past levels and games. Now, just because you're in this doorway, don't think you're totally safe. because the witches actually do give chase in this little area. It is the safest area, of course, but they they will come and chase you down, and they'll show it. They'll be showing that in just a sec. Here he comes. The witches do come through the doorway, and they will come up all the way to the top of the stairs in order to kill you. So here we go. I'm backing up all the way. I'm thinking of nope, and I'm not safe, so I gotta run. And they will come to that doorway entrance. They will not come through that way. So if you get yourself in a bind, do not try to go out there. If you need to revive people, again, using the Sunslinger in the revive or using this bubble here, those are the best way to revive people if you get yourself in a very sticky situation. Other than that, just, again, there's no time limit, so take your time and go about maneuvering but carefully planning each way through. Let your teammates, the communication is very important here, let your teammates kind of call out, he's right around the corner, don't get me yet, or yes, go ahead and get me. Just make sure it's very coordinated and that you guys, you know, help each other get out of this alive, because it's very tricky and very, as you can see, it can be very intense sometimes. And it totally caught us off by surprise, because we had no anticipation of this being as difficult as it was. With three of us and the levels that we are, we thought we were gonna blow right through it. So once you've killed the final witch, you will hear him. There he goes. Got it. Gates open. Time to go. Pick up any ammo that you need, because the next stage, actually the next stage is not too bad. You come into what is known as the Circle of Bones. Now the Circle of Bones, you can do one of two ways. You can actually just run right past it, not even worry about these guys. But if you're running low on ammo like we were, you might want to go ahead and take the time to take out all of these acolytes and all the thralls. It's not all that difficult. It's definitely nothing like what you encountered in the room before. So take your time, pick up some ammo. You know, make sure you're maxed out. If you have to take some. What are those? The ammo packs. Make sure you do that before going to see Fogoth. But all in all, make sure you're just fully stocked up, because Fogoth is no joke. Just like that one room with the witch. But again, these little guys, they don't take long at all. And again, they drop a lot of primary and special ammo. If you're lucky enough to get a couple of special ammo kills in there and they drop off heavy ammo, all the better, because you're definitely going to need it for this next part coming up. And here we are. We are coming up. We are Fogoth. We are at the summoning pits. This doorway right here is the best place to be. You could be very adventurous if you want. There's a spot over in the far left area where there's a bunch of rocks. You can actually camp out there. It gets very tight though. It gets very tricky, especially when all of these knights and wizards come. But back here in the doorway is your best bet. Don't waste too much of your ammo on the knights and wizards, and they're right there. As you can see, that little red dot will spawn every so often. It's called a shrieker. You can destroy it like I was trying to do. Just be careful that if you do destroy it, it explodes and all these little purple particles come out, and they will like hone in on you and try to blow you up. But do that. Just kind of go back and forth, repeat. Between going back and forth from the doorway, taking on Fogoth, avoiding the Shrieker, and avoiding all the Wizard Blasts. Again, with your Titan, use your Defender. With your Warlock, use a lot of your the specialty of Revive. And it shouldn't take more than half an hour, especially if you have the arc damage, if you have all the right equipment. But once you're done, it is time to celebrate. I mean, this actually took me an hour long. I did not want to. I don't think you wanted to sit there and watch me try to go back and forth between that doorway trying to do as much damage. But that is the weekly Nightfall. As you can see, my head is on fire. But also because I have the Thorn Bounty, what you do with the Thorn Bounty once you've completed the summoning pits, take it to the speaker, and he will present you with the Thorn, and you're pretty. And that was pretty much it. I mean, there's if you're not too familiar with the bounties on the Thorn, there's a couple more stages that you have to go before you even get to the summoning pits. But this is the final one. You finally get the gun. A lot of damage upgrades to it. A lot of good stuff. The perfect balance, I think, is going to be awesome once I upgrade it fully. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Hopefully this will help you out. Remember, stay in the doorways, use your Titan defenders, and take your time. Have some patience. It's a long strike. Just kind of get cozy and used to the idea. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to you guys later. Peace.